Tell you who it was. It was Lord's Bosman. Happiness is for Pakistan. 3 wickets. South Africa well started off, and the intentions were quite clear from Quinton de Kock and Aiden Markram. They played shots, both out not too long after each other. 34 for 1 it was when the wickets began to fall. 43 for 3. So look at the wickets, trying again to play a big shot to go over the top that time. Most of the time they've been hitting them along the ground. Then Foxed, just totally undone by the slow ball, sits up in the surface and he's unable to stop his shot. Aiden Markram, a good catch there. Then Kemba performer gets caught at third man. Yeah, and it looked a lot of shots played, but the highest run rate in that initial period of about 6 overs or so was about 6 to the over. And you expect with lots of shots played that it'd be a lot more than that. A lot of hitting the field. Out! Look at the Carlton. Gets a top edge. Klaasen, after struggling to get off the mark, doesn't add to that single. Pakistan again.
Does the break do the difference here for South Africa? Been struggling to find some form, particularly in this innings, and to get some momentum going is Henry Klaasen, trying to stamp his authority on this innings. Well, for him, had different ideas. He has to go for 1. Well, South Africa struggling, 55 for 4.
South Africa 4 down, in comes David Miller. Experienced 133 games, has average of 40. Good strike rate too, just about 100. Couple of good scores against Australia. That one in Hobart, 139. They need him again here. South Africa, they need Miller to play a good innings. They need him to get a century, lots of time to bat. They need somebody to get a century. Certainly enough time. By Ashraf, last 11 one-day internationals before today, only taking 3 wickets. They're doing well, they can't under 5.7 to the over. It would have bugged him. This is a good start for him. Just his third over, and he's got the wicket of Klaasen. Oh, that's straight, you know. Oh, goodness. Not out. Says umpire Holstop, and there's chit-chat on whether there was bat involved or not. Oh, too late. Too late, they didn't go upstairs. I tell you what, that was worth going upstairs for. That just looked out.
Especially early on in his innings, David Miller has the tendency to fall across his stumps a touch. Fortunately, it's good that you're not the captain there, Pom.
हेलो दुकान पे नहीं मैं तो काम गया कर दे
Yeah, not quite full enough. Not quite. It just pitched outside. Fast outfield here. You're not going to catch up with that. And that's a lovely way to get off the mark for David Miller. 59 for 4.
Value for shots here at Supersport Park. Just leans beautifully into it. Does David Miller. See, that's the hallmark of good cricket shots, particularly on a surface that has a little bit of moisture. Good extension of the arms. That'll give him a lot of confidence going into this innings.
Let's look at South Africa's side again. Experienced men in the cock. Markram gone. Buma also gone, the skipper. And Van der Dussen trying to get himself started. He's 10 from 21. Needs somebody to hang with him. Yeah, South Africa just trying to get their innings started, really. Those 3 wickets have rocked them. First 3. And they just came to a standstill. Not able to rotate strike. Admittedly, some good captaincy from Babar. After the 10 didn't straight away spread it, kept quite a few in the circle, asking the batsmen to try and go over the top. Oh, in the air, and it'll be safe. The leading edge.
Trough is asked some good questions here this morning. Good pace. Stuttering run-up. Strong into crease. He's hitting the bat pretty hard. Leg side to rotate strike. It's always a difficult surface to fall back on leg.
Here's a good pace once again. 145 clicks. Carrying through to the keeper. And at the start, it's been difficult for the batsmen. Stickiness off the surface and that they couldn't quite play shots. There were some beautiful shots played. The field up. played a shot back foot through cover. Shot. To see surface distance. That's an out. Then it just seemed to stick, and so it's a reaction of the boulders as well, where lengths get pulled back and they ask you to hit from different areas and also take pace off the ball. It's made it so much more difficult. Struck it well, and I feel it missed out.
Generally here at Supersport Park in day games, there's always a little bit something in for the bowlers. First hour, hour and a half. Compared to Pakistan, they found a length that has worked for them. Not allowed South Africa to get any sort of momentum in this first innings.
Generally quite good on the short ball. Rasif van der Dussen controls that well to pick up one and keep the strike. Just 3 from the over. 62 for 4. Expensive, you might say, Shah Afridi in comparison to the rest, but he'll take that. He'll take 2 for 29 in this first spell. The 2 wickets of the 2 opening batsmen. Any day.
I'm just interested to see how the surface plays throughout the day. Think about the time of year that we're actually having a series being played in South Africa. Last time we played a full series around April was 12 years ago. Whether there's any sort of difference, as I mentioned earlier, generally it's sticky and then it sort of gets better as the day goes on. That's generally because of the heat that comes through during the day and the afternoon here in the Highveld. It sort of flattens the surface out a touch. Yes, the winters are generally good. You don't get that extreme heat. I haven't seen any spin from Pakistan. Whether we're going to see any purchase of the moisture around.
More of that singles. In thinking about surfaces here, you'd be surprised at this. I think in day games, and there've been 28 played at Supersport Park. Average is 224. And in the last 9 day games here, Andrew Sampson reading me the stat. It's less. It's less than 200. Day games, and so this is Mason story in that you turn up here and you probably think day and night games, you think help fouls, you think high felt ball flies, high scores, and there have been many high scores here. You get 300s scored. And perhaps to let everybody else in on why you kind of have that scenario later in the day when you start later in the day. At the beginning of the day, it tends to be tacky. So 10 o'clock is quite an early start. It's quite early in the morning. And at this time of year, it's actually quite cold. you start, they used to start at 2:30 one days, and then we've shifted earlier to 1 o'clock these days. But there's been opportunity for the wicket to be baked by the sun because the covers come off about 6 in the morning. And so the pitch is true. Good for shot baking then. 63 for 4. That start. More boundaries then. 9 in a couple of overs. More of that. 2 was the call, and they'll get back for a second. They've got to hustle on the Dustin and Miller, and they'll continue to talk about it over and over in the middle as they try to get some sort of flow to the innings. At the moment, it's not too far away from a standstill. And it's Pakistan in control. Credit to them. They've given absolutely no freebies. It's been difficult for South Africa to score runs. Nice shot.
Extremely favourable for South Africa currently. Think of our partnerships and the experience that South Africa has. David Miller, Rasif Adedison, in the current lineup, probably 2 of the most experienced. They certainly need that experience to come to the fore now.
This is the partnership. There's Andile Peshugaya to come. He's not played a whole lot of cricket, Andile. Injury and all of that, and he's got to come in next at 5 down. There's a lot to do still. There's so much of the game to come. And I guess, then it's the bowlers, out and out bowlers after that. Nicely played, short, wide, and cut away for 4.
Can sometimes be the difficulty for the seamers in Ralph, a right hand and a left hand at the crease, just staying in line. And the capability and talent of David Miller, he's certainly not going to miss out on a freebie. So welcome boundary for South Africa and this partnership.
Emma Kantini and Mike Haseman next up. Wondering after your thoughts, gents. What about this? How slow is this?
Well, it's been a real struggle, really. I mean, I was...